Hello there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Super Cast Brothers, a Smash Brothers podcast that is on its sixth year and not its last leg, perhaps surprisingly. I'm Santok, otherwise known as Listener. That's Jonno, otherwise known as Jonathan, John No, J Noodles, J something else. I almost said the name of somebody else. It's not affiliated with this show, and I don't want to do that. He's currently got for you audio listeners two Mario and Luigi Pez dispensers. If you know what Pez is, to ask the doctor about your knees. And he's making them kiss.
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
I haven't finished that yet. I was playing through it slowly and then it kind of fell off. It's okay. I don't know.
Super Cast Brothership.
Also, I now need to look up and see, do they
Rebrand.
still make Pez dispensers? Or is
Yeah.
this now an old man thing?
I bought these from the store.
But was it like a vintage novelty store?
No. I would not be eating these if they were 40 years old.
Okay, no, fair enough. I did not know they still made Pez.
They're at five below. I don't know if you're familiar with that store.
I
have it up there.
No, they don't have that here.
Yeah, it's a store where everything is $5 or below.
Oh, so it's what Dollar Tree should be and Dollar Store.
Yep.
Listen, your name is Dollar Store. Everything should be under $1.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
$1.25.
It's bullshit.
I mean, considering how much
$1.25 is one thing,
there.
but when I see things that are like $20, like this is really not the dollar store now, is it?
Oh yeah, that's a Dollar General thing.
Oh yeah.
Dollar
Also,
Tree,
the fact that we
at
have
least
three
they
different
$3
places:
under.
Dollar Store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. Why? You're all lies.
Yep. 98 cents only store.
God,
Too. We've got that. I don't even know.
so
do
there's
have things above 98 cents.
So there's a list of franchises that Pez has made Pez dispensers of their characters here.
Yeah.
There's Mickey Mouse, Disney in general, Disney princesses, Pixar, Muppets, Sesame Street, Marvel, Star Wars, Wizard of Oz, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, DC Comics, Lord of the Rings, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Blue Sky Studios. I don't know who that is. What do they make? Oh, it's the Ice Age people. Ice Age in Rio. Yeah. They haven't made a movie since 2019. Apparently, they may have been bought by Disney. Oh, acquired by Disney and then closed down.
Oh, how useful.
Oh, they got it when they bought Fox. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a little more sense then. The Simpsons, Angry Birds, Sanrio, Mario, Pokemon, Nickelodeon, specifically SpongeBob, DreamWorks, Smurfs, Jurassic World, and Despicable Me.
Who wants an Owen Grady Pez?
Actually, it was Blue the Raptor, T-Rex, Triceratops, and Mosasaurus.
That's far more tasteful.
Yes.
Back in the day, there was a Garfield series.
Of Pez?
Yeah.
I didn't see it on the list. Maybe this is something like ones that are currently being made. I don't know.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Or maybe like
there's Mario, of course.
Oh, maybe Garfield's under the Nickelodeon section since they own him, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's a new era. Nickelodeon owns the Garf. And they got a Sleepy Garfield.
I thought you were Sleepy Garfield.
At least once a week, I'm Sleepy Garfield.
That makes sense to me.
I just kind of put down some hours to just sleep a little more.
All right. Well, that's our episode about Pez dispensers. Stay tuned as we move into our next topic. How the fuck you doing?
I got a Yoshi Pest dispenser in my room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I mean, I can't believe, time we're recording this, it's towards the end of 2024. When this episode publishes, we're well into 2024.
Yeah,
It's,
2025.
yeah.
This episode is
So,
being
yeah.
recorded roughly a month before it's going to be releasing.
Mhm.
Because I think this releases on like the 25th of January, and this
Yep.
is late on the 23rd of December.
We're, yeah, that's why we can still smile, Americans. Um, I'm doing well. All that said, retroactively on December 23rd, I am doing well. Um, I am just waking up out of a whirlwind week. I was all around town, especially over this last week, but pretty much all month. We did our big holiday festival in Oro Valley, just north of Tucson, attached to its hip. And it caters to about 30,000 people. Do it. It's like a tree lighting celebration with Santa and
Oh,
all the fixins.
were you
Um,
Santa?
no,
Okay,
Walter was Santa.
I play
He's a very nice
Xanty.
Santa.
I
You
I
do.
play Xanty Claus.
You do it quite well.
Yeah.
I would probably be Jonno Claus within our group of friends. Maybe one day. But
Hmm.
yeah, and that was a lot of walking, setting up the big, like, I think it's a 35 or 40 foot tree. And then we had two stages that we were managing performances on. It's a comparable to a Tucson folk festival. Um, we had over 400 performers there. It's all said and done, but these were like school performance groups mostly, like choirs and dance groups. Um, and then we just moved on. I was doing a work downtown for Fox Theater that puts on concerts for like mostly legacy, like we used to be top 40 pop and rock artists back in the day, and now we're playing
Hmm.
here kind of thing. Um, which has been fun. Some long nights there, but it's been fun. Um, hosting my own concerts. I do a brunch show there once a month or twice a month occasionally. An evening show. It's and I kind of coagulated all of that into job stuff. Um, Funnily enough, I so bought my own Christmas gift this week, and installed it. This is where if this is where listener could, in theory, show a picture to our visual listeners, which I will send. It's a new TV.
Ah.
It's a
Oh.
new TV. I bought a new TV. Um, I guess perhaps modestly sized compared to how big they get now, but it's a 50-inch TV, flat screen, compared to kind of the old clunker that's like 100 plus pounds I just took out of my room for 10 years old.
This
I'm just thinking, yeah, what was that?
this is where I'm like, people talk about like, oh yeah, I have a 50-inch TV, or it's like, oh yeah, this room is like 25 by 14. It's like, what does that mean? I don't know how big that is. I cannot. People cannot like. Somebody's like, "Oh yeah, this thing is this big," and they give me a number. It's like, I don't know what those numbers are. That doesn't tell my brain anything. Uh, how big is it? Compare it to something. I can't brain measurements that
um,
way and picture it.
well, let's see. If you laid yourself down diagonal, you would be roughly your head and shoulders would be above the TV, but everything else would fit inside of the TV.
Are my feet also where the TV is hitting the floor?
Yeah,
What the?
yeah,
Why do
yeah,
you need it
yeah, yeah.
that big?
It's from your feet to about your chest.
Okay, that's smaller. Okay. Jesus. I just used my computer for my TV.
Yeah. yeah. But I want something for the new generation of consoles. Thinking about getting a PS5 next year and Switch 2. It's like, okay,
You gotta play Ghost of Yotai.
console gamer. Yeah, precisely, precisely. Um, so that's what I did. That was fun, I've been playing Unicorn and
Sorry,
Echoes
what
of
was that?
Wisdom.
Unicorn Overlord?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to wrap up my gaming year, and other fashions. I'm trying to wrap up, like read one of the books that I've been trying to read all year by the end of the year. Play one of
Fair.
the games that I've been trying to play all year by the end of the year. So that's where I'm at now.
I
Um,
mean, I can bully you like I bullied you to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 so we could have recorded the Noah episode.
yeah. Oh, there's something that you can bully me about right now.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't need to be said. It's in the past, as far as the viewers know.
Yes. Something I want you to clarify for me, because you know how sometimes your mic does that weird cutting out thing, and it sounded like you were saying that you do your own concert. Can you explain what you mean?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What have I done? Okay, so you actually do like play the music. Okay.
No, I'm joshing you.
No? Okay. Well, what the
Okay,
bitch?
yeah. One day that may be coming up actually in April of this year for a showcase during the festival.
No.
But I once upon a time anyway, I wrote about music all. I was published in numerous magazines over abroad and all abouts. So I have a lot of musician friends, and I get them together, and we do um, what's called a round robin showcase. So round robin, here's how we format it: 2 rounds of 4 performers. Um, they're all sitting on stage at the same time. These 4 performers on a stool or a chair. And you have one guy starts. They play a song. The next one, the next one, the next one, and then you start back again at the guy who started it. So you're going in that pattern until the round is up, and that's about 75 to 90 minutes. And then you move on to the next group of 4, do it all over again, and then I program the show. So I hire the 8 people who are performing. I set up the time, send them all the information on how to get there, what to do when you get there, whatever, and then I mediate and host the show. And that's so I'm up there, talking spiels 3 times during the show, getting people to acknowledge the artist and clap for and buy their shit and stuff, basically. So
It's like, hey, did you like
that's
them?
yeah.
Buy their fucking shit. Support them.
Yeah.
That's how I.
Yeah, you know what? Next time you're around these parts, we'll have you have you go up there and say that.
I'll go. I'll see a kid on the table just like looking at their phone the whole time. I'll just walk up and be like, "No."
Yeah. Sometimes I mean, like it's a restaurant,
I would be
so
that kid.
there's people talking, yeah. But it is a little frustrating sometimes. You're like, oh, like especially when, I mean, it's total sidebar, but when like fellow musicians or people in that scene come there, they're like, I'm here to support you and listen to you and whatever, perhaps monetarily ingratiate you. Um, then there's that moment where it's like, oh, did you actually hear anything they blah 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 at the table? And that's a different kind of support. I know some people get irked by it,
Yeah.
but that's, yeah. Thanks for asking that. That's what I
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
third
I
Thursday of
didn't
every
know you
every
did
month.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's just part of the octopus. The octopus pulling from wherever. So that's one of the things that I do, and it's fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do any of that. I just, I stay home. I play my little games. I think about games. I print spreadsheets for my games. I make a Smash for those moveset for characters in my games. I haven't made one in a while. I think I only made two outside the podcast this year. I wanted to make more, but then special stuff really fell to the side for me in these later months of the year. Like I had planned I was going to be uploading like 2 or 3 things every week at one point, and like much earlier in the year, like I had pretty much everything already done, except then I just started adding a little bit more, and then I just fell off hard in like September or something. So I was going to do like alternating a new character and a veteran character each month. Instead, all I did was Dwight Fairfield from Dead by Daylight, and then in April I did my April Fool's joke of
Yeah.
Pepperoni from the Lego games. I
Mm-hmm.
did make, but then like over the past week, I took like okay everything I'd already made and I hadn't uploaded yet. It was like post it all up, and it took me like 2 or 3 days to have the time to get through it all. So Men Men is on the site now.
Yeehaw!
And there's a few new stages. I don't want to mention. I'm not going to go into details on any of them because I might save them for some showcases. But
I feel that.
yeah, that's part of the main motivation, honestly, for continuing to upload things off podcasts is to have material that I want to talk about for showcases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great incentive for me to eventually get back into posting on Smashtopia too. The wiki is because we do a couple showcases every Smashtopia episode on Super Cast Brothers.
Yep.
So when we eventually, and I'm kind of getting to that point now where I go back and I look through of everything that I did like 2 years ago when I was Helter Skelter. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna post one day a submission every day for every day of the year, and then burnt out in September, and then posted like 7 submissions last year or this year or whatever. I'm hitting that point now where I'm like, oh, we're hitting a wall where nothing feels fresh anymore when I have to do a showcase on Super Cast Brothers.
Yep.
I'm like, well, fuck. You need to, and I, and I can never promise that I'm gonna do it either. I need to really kick myself and like force myself to fucking do it.
Yeah, that's part of why I have like
Yeah.
this large document that I keep. Oh, like it's a big spreadsheet of like here's a bunch of character ideas, here's a bunch of stage ideas, here's less assist trophy ideas, but still a significant amount. And I'll just scroll down. If I don't have like a solid idea of something I want to do, I'll just scroll through and be like, let's work on that, and I'll just pick something to do.
Yeah, for sure.
And then other times I'll look at it like, oh hey, I have never done a stage from this franchise, huh? Let's do some research. And what jumps out at me?
Yeah, the jumps
What
out at you like a clicker.
I don't even know what I would do. All right, let's get to that conversation. Speaking of games and playing them, I recently finished both the original Golden Sun and The Last of Us Remastered. One of those games is a lot more stressful than the other one. You get no reward for guessing which one that was. Oh boy. Uh, Overall though, Last of Us, it wasn't bad difficulty wise, truly. Um, the biggest struggle is always the guns, always the
Hmm.
guns, because I can just be shot from so far behind, and I'm really bad at aiming in games ever. And what really frustrates you sometimes is like, okay, I've got the shot, I'm lined up, and sometimes you get shot and it still keep you there. I can keep focusing on my shot. Other times you get shot and it kicks you out of your aim. It's like I
Hmm.
was almost there. Why?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The clickers were the easiest thing, generally speaking. Stealthing around the clickers was the easiest thing. The what were they called? The ones that could still see you.
Mm-hmm.
Stalkers, I think, or something to call them runners.
Yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
Those ones were more difficult because like sometimes I couldn't quite tell if I was going to be caught by them or not. And then you get caught by one, and then all of a sudden everything just starts homing in, even if they have no reason to know that you were right there, like any game. And I swear, sometimes the game just spawns in extra ones if you fuck up. It's like, oh, you got caught by that guy, and you only saw 5 in your area. Here's 15. It's like, Listen, let's talk. It's like that's not a Last of Us
Yeah.
exclusive issue. That's just like games love to do that bullshit to you.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
I know you saw part of the final stream. I don't know how much you saw. When I was doing the Left Behind side story as Ellie, there's a part where I had to find power for a generator and I had to fill up with gas. And there's like a whole bunch of water and cars in the way. I do a listen check. Okay, there's nothing around. I go walk around the car. Zombies right there, and he's immediately attacking me. It's like, you weren't here. They were not there. They literally spawned in as I walked past a point, and that's also the point where it fucking saw me. It's like, this is bullshit. That's just
Yeah.
straight bullshit. Now, obviously, I
Yeah.
know the game has to things are gonna get loaded in. I get it, but that was really bad. I'm just gonna have to say. And I know there were other points in the main game that had like similar things, which like, okay, nothing is here. I cross the point, suddenly things are here. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
listen. Mm-mm. Um, One of my favorite things I did in the finale actually was in the last part of Left Behind, or one of the last bits for Left Behind, where like I'm trying to leave the mall.
Hmm.
And there's there's clickers around, and then also I start moving forward. It's like, oh, I hear soldiers coming. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Clickers are over here. The soldiers are coming in from over here. I'm over here behind a wall. I have a bomb. Chuck it. Explodes. Clickers hear it. They start attacking all the guys. It's like, the
Yeah.
enemy of my enemy is my also my enemy, but in this instance, my friend. And then there were less enemies
Yeah.
for me to
Very
worry
good.
about and kill. Yay! I like that. That was fun.
Huzzah.
Um, Obviously, like I think the story of Last of Us is pretty good, except for the
Hmm.
ending. The ending kind of it's very
Came up.
abrupt. It comes out of nowhere. I liked rescuing Ellie. That was great.
Hmm.
And then you go in the
Hmm.
elevator. You meet spoilers if you couldn't figure out we were getting the spoilers here. You meet what's her name? Maria
Marlene.
Marlene. Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, and she confronts you. It's like, okay, ooh, this is good. And then in the middle of the confrontation, cuts to black. Fast forwards to you getting in a car driving away. It's like, um, what? And it
Hmm.
really took me out of the moment. And it cuts back to show you how you got to that point. And Marlene confronts you. You shoot her, get out of it. But it's like, why did we even do that cut forward and cut back in the first place? That's so stupid.
I
Even
forgot that happened.
yeah,
It's been
even
yeah.
without that, even if it had been properly edited,
Hmm.
I still
Hmm.
would have felt a little bit sour on the ending because I didn't feel like I got to do any finale as a player. It's like I
Hmm.
get to where Ellie's at, I cinematically stab a doctor, carry her in my arms, and I just run. I only get shot at
Yeah.
towards the very end. Otherwise, like the the majority of the time in the hallway, like the guys are just like a foot behind me with guns pointed at me, not shooting. It's like, okay, like I get it. They don't want to damage and kill Ellie. That makes sense. But also kind of like it
Hmm.
takes out the stakes and the tension, and it made it a
Right.
humorous thing. And then all of a sudden, Ellie, a confrontation that I don't get to do anything in. It's just a cinematic, and then it's over. It's like
Hmm.
that didn't feel.
Hmm.
Left Behind had a better finale to it, both
Oh
with
yeah.
me having to
Yeah.
get to Joel and also the part with Riley.
Hmm.
Sadly, we kind of knew how that was going to end, so it kind of took out the emotional gut punch to it,
Hmm.
but still good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And now I got to start new
Yeah.
games.
You do.
Yeah. So
What's next?
last Saturday I started Yakuza Kiwami, first remake of the first game of the series. Because I previously last year played through Yakuza 0, and now Sundays since we finished Last of Us, it's now going to be the HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III.
Oh, sweet.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I've wanted to play that, and now I don't have to. I can just watch you do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, congrats on getting through The Last of Us. I know that's not a again, like I said it during the first stream. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot that this was like so stealth oriented, not your
Yeah.
thing, but you soldiered through, and yeah, I mean you pretty much hit it bang on where the strength was. It was in the story. It was
Yeah.
in the story with this particularly with how Joel and Ellie's characters develop, like internally woven into the story. They did such a great job with those two characters' relationship, and that's why it was a special game to me.
Yeah. And now I can
Yeah.
watch the show. And I can like I'm fresh out the game, watch the show, kind of think about it, comparing it. I really hope the show
Hmm.
doesn't incorporate anything from the second game, because while I do know the big spoiler, those things were released. I assume
Yeah.
I know the big spoiler. Maybe there's another spoiler that I don't know about. I know the big spoiler
Yeah.
that pissed off the internet, that when that detail got leaked before the game released. Oh
So
boy.
why I quit playing golf?
Well, I thought it was because you just sucked ass at it. I
No,
only
there's
play
actually a full
golf if
story
there's a
behind
windmill involved.
that. Yeah. I don't think this is a spoiler. No, there's really not any. It's
Good,
from the
good.
second sheet. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good just gameplay wise. It's like obviously not one of my strengths. Something
Hmm.
amusing I need to bring up that happened in the second stream, and I thought this happened at first because in the second stream I turned the difficulty down from normal to easy, but I learned that wasn't the case because apparently difficulty does not affect the number of enemies. It only affects loot drops, how often they are, and how easily things can die. In Billstown, there's a
Hmm.
section where you just hear this loud knocking on a door. It's like, oh shit, there's a zombie on the other side of the door. And the game leads you to go open the door. You open the door, there's nothing there. Now, in the house, there is a zombie, but they weren't at the
Yeah.
door. They weren't even in that room. They were like upstairs. Like, um, what was knocking? Because it was literally knocking as I opened the door. So something should have been there. I don't know what the hell happened. If maybe there was just something weird happened with like me playing through the game at that point,
Yeah.
with like a spawning timing thing, or if the game was just like has a weird spawn location or something. I don't know. But it was like, okay, what the hell? I also totally thought Bill was gonna
Yeah,
die. I
that's
thought he was so gonna die.
hmm hmm. What a guy.
Yeah, I liked him. He was fun.
Me too. Me too. I love him in another format. One day you'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so I think something else I'll talk about before we get into the correct topic of this episode. Every year, Way of Trail and I, who I do my YouTube stuff with, we like to make our list of top 10 games of the year. And it's never just a list of games that were released that year, it's just games that we played for the first time that year, or in some cases, finished for the first time. Because some games we start in December or are just extremely long. So I thought
Hmm.
I would kind of quickly go through my list. There's going to be like a longer video where Way Out Troll and I will go into like full details of these games. But I figured I could share it here because this episode's getting uploaded a couple weeks after that video is. So you know what? I don't care if I reveal it now. That's it. If you got questions and comments, feel free to throw them at me. But I got 10 games here and an honorable mention. I'm going to start from the bottom, and then before we get to number one, I'll say my honorable mention. So, number 10, topical. It's The Last of Us Remastered. Number 10 game of the year.
There you
Some
go.
people are going, why the hell is it so low? Because I suck at stealth, and also the ending soured me just a tad. It actually almost didn't make the list. I actually removed, originally, because Final Fantasy XIV released their newest expansion this year, and originally I had that in the list, but decided to remove it because can I really judge an expansion when, yeah, sure, the base version of it is out, but we're still getting more story and additional content through the patches. So I decided to
Hmm.
remove that one and be like, all right, Last of Us, you get bumped up in here.
There you go.
Number 9, Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yeah.
Number 8, Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club.
Who is Emil?
A smiling man.
Wow. Confounding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Number 7, Golden Sun. Probably would have been higher, but that game, it's really only the first half of a larger game. It really is. The ending is very. It really feels like that they Golden Sun and the Lost Stage should have just been one thing. But I don't know if maybe it was like GBA cart size issues or what, and they had to cut down. But it definitely did not feel like an ending. But number 6, Yakuza 0. Could have gone higher. The game got weird in some areas. Thankfully, the weirdness was only in the side content.
Oh boy.
It's also very long, and the club sequences I did not enjoy.
I like the guy with an eye patch.
Yeah, that would be Goro Majima.
That guy, yeah.
I started playing. I said I started playing Yakuza Kiwami. He is literally said just like I'm going to be watching you 24/7, and I might just randomly join in on any battles that you're in, but not on your side. Like, oh, great, thanks, Majima. Majima is the you remember the old obsessive girlfriend meme with the big
Yep.
wide eyes? Yeah, that's Majima. Majima's been giving me those vibes. And I'm only one stream in.
It's like if I were in the game starring you.
Oh god. Kill me. Number 5. This one might upset people with how low this game is. Baldur's Gate 3 is number 5. My feelings on this game are complicated, and I almost decided not to even rank it and just automatically put it in the honorable mention slot. Because while I think the story is great and I really like the characters and I like how they alter narrative and gameplay based on what you do, I got really the more I played it, the more frustrated I got by a lot of the UI and the menus and just how certain systems work that either they don't tell you about or in just in my opinion are done in a poor manner. I think a lot of the game
Yeah.
is great, but I got really, really sour by a lot of mechanical issues. Number 4, Zero Time Dilemma.
Yeah.
The previous game of the series, Virtua Fast Forward, actually was number 1 in 2023.
Interesting. Would you say that um what was keeping it from being your number one were just the quality of the games and your experiences with them who are in those top spots? Or were there things that held it back from being as good as the original?
The 3 games above this definitely are high quality and a lot of nostalgia. This game, its issues, I think, are just. I think the story is a little bit more convoluted. In well, I didn't personally ding it for this. The character animations were clearly were a very shoestring budget.
Hmm.
It's it is a poorly animated game, but I think everybody's just like, yeah, no, it's because they didn't have a budget. They did what they could. It's like, okay, I'm not judging them harshly for that, but it is kind of up there. And I felt like overall the
Yeah.
puzzles, I don't know if they were necessarily easier, if there were less of them. I didn't struggle as badly as I did with some puzzles in the first 2 games, which is a plus, but also kind of wonder if that meant they were just easier in general. I don't really know.
Hmm. Okay, cool. Interesting.
Number 3, nostalgia warning. That's not the name of the game. That's a warning.
Yoshi's
Super
Island.
Super Mario RPG remake.
Yeah.
This is admittedly being carried heavily by nostalgia because this is a relatively faithful remake with a really good new coat of paint and some updates. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, like if I didn't have this nostalgia for it, it would honestly probably be a bit lower. But fuck it.
I mean, I find, as I grow older as a gamer, it's hard. We play games to have fun, obviously, but still, the most fun that I have is still tends to be returning to games that I played as a kid.
Yeah,
I think that there are games that bring me back to that moment. They become more sparse as time goes on, I find. Um, Odyssey did that for me. Breath of the Wild did that for me. Ultimate, while going through the motions of the characters, did that for me. But overall, I get it. Like playing RPG again, playing Thousand Year Door again, those were my highlights of this year. Yeah.
absolutely. Um, it's nostalgia's a hell of a thing. And
Hmm.
when something is when a game that you a childhood favorite that you've been wanting to see either with a sequel or a remake for 20 years gets one out of the blue, it's like, oh my god, I
Yeah.
never thought this would happen. And they fucking
Yeah.
nail it. They
Yeah.
nail the hell out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And it's amazing, and it's so confounding. Like what happened at Nintendo was what were they drinking at the time? Where they ultimately decided, and they master. It was a masterful hand. Here's the reveal of Super Mario RPG. Here it comes out. Here's the reveal of Thousand Year Door, and then follow that up. Warts and all for brothership, but still a revival of Mario and Luigi to top it off. It's like okay, firing all cylinders on respecting the fans of the of original flavor Mario RPGs, all of them. Where'd that come from?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
wow, yeah.
Number two, Persona 3 Reload. Another remake.
Yeah.
This one done in a big style because Persona 3 is a PS2 game.
Hmm.
And they basically was like, okay, what if we Persona 5 Persona 3? They massively bring up the like they don't really change the scale of the game. But when I say to bring up the scale, I mean like the world feels bigger. Like it's character designs that it's like the Persona 5 art style, the menus and all of that. That's what I mean when I say like they Persona 5 did. They
Right.
added in some new content. They brought in some of the content from both the portable version and the FES version. They did not have the female protagonist option, which a lot of people were upset about, and I totally am on board with that. We
Hmm.
really should have gotten it. Um, we want to redo. We want to have the original experience, and there are other experiences. Like, no, fuck off. Come on, Atlas, get it together. Jesus.
Yeah.
But still, they did a great job with Persona 3 Reload. Um, yeah, it's I played Persona 3 the once a few years ago. Actually, what did I give a rating to? What? Hang on, I want to see because I definitely would have had that been in my top. Okay, in 2020, I played both Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 FES. Persona 4 Golden got number one game of the year for that year. Persona 3 got number eight. Older game. Some of the systems that we got, some of the more modern things we got in later Persona things weren't there yet. Persona 3 Reroll definitely bumps it the hell up.
Yeah.
But
Sweet.
then that was number two. Um, there were several games. I had 18 games in contention this year. Some of them you might be surprised to hear were not in my top 10. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake did not make it. Gravity Rush Remastered did not make it. Metopia, that I played quite a while on stream, did not make it. My honorable mention is called Animal Crossing New Murder. Yeah, that's the reaction I was looking for. New Murder is a combination, it's mostly a browser game that you play while using the Dream Island functionality in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Whereas somebody can like create an island, set it up, and then give you a code, and you can go visit that island as it was created and saved. And the people that made New Murder created a little murder mystery game out of this, where you would have to talk to characters in the browser game and go find evidence um, on their island in New Horizons, and you'll get a code word, and you would input that code word into the browser game, and you would unlock more dialogue, and it'd be like, oh hey, I found this evidence, I can present this now to this character, and there was a whole court scene for it all, and it was pretty short, pretty good. My honorable mentions aren't necessarily a number 11 for the list. It's just like something else I played that year that I want to especially highlight that just didn't make the top 10. And Animal Crossing New Murder was the perfect game for an honorable mention for me this year.
Nice. I'm looking at it now. That's why I'm kind of like going
Yeah,
aloof with my
it was
eyes. I'm
just
checking
made
out.
with like I think it was made by like a couple, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, that's fun.
My number
Cool.
one game of the year of 2024, if you know me, should have no surprise. Y'all, I'll say this game and be like, oh, right, of course. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. No
Yep.
fucking contest. I don't generally know what's gonna make my list every year. I do generally know what are the contenders for number one, and Reload had a chance of taking the spot just because it's a good fucking game. Then it's like, oh, Rebirth is in the equation? Sorry. It's just winning.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, so it goes. I remember you streamed this, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
I think I remember attending a few of those streams. Yeah. I mean, next in a series. What can you do?
Uh,
And it's
Most of the games, actually, I guess half of the games in my top five I streamed. Rebirth, RPG, Zero Time to Limit, Yakuza Zero. Oh wait, no, six, six of them. Golden Sun and Last of Us were all stream games,
yeah,
and
sweet.
Animal Crossing, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nice. An honorable collection selection. I let's see. Yeah, I don't have a top 10 formally designed, but I can share like some of my top games of the year. I really my number one, probably when all is said and done, I'm conflicted. Like, do I give it to do I play nostalgia and say the Thousand Year Door? Because that's Paper Mario back in action. Amazing. Wow, wonderful. For all the reasons you mentioned with RPG. Just over a different game. Or do I say Unicorn comes into the strategy RPG kind of foil that I enjoy, a mix of ogre battle and Fire Emblem, like the gameplay loop to someone like me who really enjoys strategy RPGs is addictive. It's vanillaware, it looks and sounds and plays and stories, whatever, but everything else is great. It's is it that? And also I really enjoyed Echoes of Wisdom as well. There's around top anyway.
all right.
Um
And I'll just say because the didn't get caught on the mic. The second game you mentioned was Unicorn Overlord. For anybody that wasn't aware.
mhm, mhm. That's weird. That's the second time I said Unicorn Overlord in particular and it was not picked up by the
It
mic.
it's very sporadic
Odd.
when it happens to you. Sometimes like it'll cut out for like just like a half second, so you just miss like a syllable. Sometimes other times it'd be like 7 or 8 seconds of silence when you're clearly talking. It's like I don't
Odd.
want to like interrupt you at the moment, so I'm almost just gonna like, okay, when he comes back, is there enough context, or do I need to prompt some information like I did asking about the concert?
Right. Well, all that said, ta-da!
Ta-da! Let's get into it. Now, this episode, as we can see from the title, is called The Ultimate Smasher Dash. What does that mean? Well, let me tell you this much. Jonno doesn't know. He might
Nope.
have an inkling of an idea. In fact, I really don't know what he thinks it could be, and I don't want to
Inoculate.
ask. I don't want to ask what he thinks it is because I don't want to inadvertently give anything away too early. So here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to mute myself on Discord so that Jono cannot hear me, and I'm going to explain to you, viewers, what this is all about. All right, so Jono can no longer hear me. Here's the thing. Have you ever heard of a site called Dragonfly Cave and seen its favorite Pokemon picker? On that site, they have like a whole system where you can choose like what generation, what types of Pokemon, if you want the shinies to be there, alternate forms, and you just click on what your favorite is in a batch, and it will say that information, and anything that you defeated will get tossed away. And then you'll keep going through this process of picking your favorites until finally it'll be like, okay, we found what your number one is. And once you found your number one, like let's say it's Garchomp, for example, then it'll be like, okay, anything that Garchomp defeated will get thrown back into the pool, and now you can keep going and find out what your second favorite is, and then your third, and your fourth, and so on until you decide that you're done. That site also put up gives you a link to a GitHub where you can just get the code for making your own picker that you can run for whatever theme. And I did that. I have a picker here for Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers veteran characters only. So what Jonathan's going to be doing is we are on Smash or Dash episode rules. I'm going to give him the names of two characters, and he's going to tell me which one if he could only have one of these characters, which one he would have in the next Smash Brothers game. Now, part of these instructions I will be giving to him once we come off mute, but he's not going to know all the full details. We are going to go through the entire picker until we get to 12 characters. Why 12? Because that's how many characters were in the original Super Smash Brothers game. And then once we hit that point, we'll be like, okay, Jono, you have picked what 12 characters you think are most important to be added to the next match for this game above all other veterans. And it'd be like, if we stopped here, this is the only characters that we would have in the roster. And depending on time, we might go further. Like 25 for the melee roster, 38, I think, for the brawl roster, and just, keep on going until we run out of time, essentially. But that's basically the whole idea of it. It's going to be interesting. Jonah doesn't know how this is going to be. He probably knows. He knows it's going to be a Smash or some sort. I don't know if he thinks it's veterans. I don't know if he thinks it's going to be like all the characters that we've talked about this season, or like characters from the Smash Trophy Wiki that we've made movesets for. But I'm going to come off mute, and I'm going to bring Jonah back into this. Jonah, can you hear me?
Who was that? King Baban?
No, no. He sounds a lot more regal than I do.
Who was he play? Who's his voice actor again?
From Kelly's post, I don't remember. I'm gonna actually pick a new nomination for who I don't remember who he had, so I'm just gonna say it's Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
There you go. All right, Jono. So I'm gonna give you some of what I just told the viewers. Okay.
Oh, it was Lawrence Fishburne.
That works. That works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Similar vibe to what I was thinking.
Yep.
All right, so as you know, this is called the Ultimate Smasher Dash. So we are going to be operating on Smasher Dash rules. I'm going to give you the names of two characters, and you're going to tell me if you could only have one of these in the next Smash Brothers game, which character would you choose? Now, there is a number of characters in this, so don't take too long with your answer. But if you need to go through a thinking process and kind of like explain anything, give a criteria, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah.
If you just want to say their name, lightning round it, also up to you.
Okay.
And I will tell. I don't know how long this is going to take, so I will just tell you when we're stopping.
I had a feeling that this would kind of be the starting basis.
Oh yeah.
But where it will go, I don't know. I don't understand the excitement. The viewers do. That's all that matters. So, yes, let
All
us
right.
begin.
So the first matchup is Ness or Pichu.
Ness.
Villager
Starting easy,
or
how
Toon
eventful.
Link.
Villager.
Ice Climbers or Princess Peach.
Peach.
Joker or Kin.
Joker.
Kazuya or Isabel.
Kazuya.
Ridley or Rosalina.
Ridley.
Mewtwo or Sora.
Sora.
Captain Falcon or Robin.
Robin.
Lucario or Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Mario or Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
You're going with Duck Hunt?
Just to, sometimes you got to grease the wheels and do the unexpected. I have no idea what's going to happen after this.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Little Mac or Samus.
Samus.
Charizard or Zero Suit Samus.
Charizard.
Dr. Mario or Inkling.
Inkling.
Zelda or Steve.
Zelda.
Bowser or Mii Sword Fighter.
Bowser.
Richter Belmont or Sheik.
Richter.
Roy or Min Min.
Oh, Min.
Mr. Game & Watch or Meta Knight.
Meta Knight.
Donkey Kong or Squirtle.
DK.
Wario or Wii Fit Trainer.
Wario.
Pac-Man or Young Link.
Pac-Man.
Diddy Kong or Wolf.
Diddy.
Rob or Dark Pit.
Rob.
Simon Belmont or Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr.
Incineroar or Ivysaur.
Ivysaur.
Solid Snake or Falco.
Snake.
Palutena or Terry.
Terry.
Oh, Flamezone's not going to like that. Greninja or Fox.
Fox.
King Day or Corrin.
King D.
Ike or Hero.
Ike.
You about had
Oh
a
boy.
brain fit. It's like, are you fucking kidding? Cloud Strife
I'll
or oh no, go ahead.
I'll share why I had a brain fit later. Let's get
Okay.
to the end of this.
Cloud
Okay.
Strife or Ryu.
Cloud.
Kirby or Crom.
Kirby.
Mithra or Bayonetta.
Mithra.
Piranha plant or bylith? You gotta pick one.
Oh, piranha plant.
Pyra or link?
Whatever, you know. Link.
Marth or dark Samus?
Marth.
Me Gunner or Ganondorf?
Ganondorf.
Sonic or Banjo and Kazooie?
Sonic.
Jigglypuff or Olimar?
Olimar.
Yoshi or Pikachu?
Pikachu. Sad.
King K. Rool or Lucas?
K. Rool.
Luigi or Pit?
Pit.
Lucina or Shulk?
Shulk.
Daisy or Me Brawler?
Uh, Daisy. Fuck it.
Sephiroth or Olimar?
Oh, hello, Olimar again. Olimar.
Pit or Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
Daisy or Ridley?
Ridley.
Min Min or Bowser?
Bowser.
Link or Ike?
Link.
How much did that kill you internally? Yeah.
Slightly. Yeah.
Ganondorf or Shulk?
Ganondorf.
Charizard or Sonic?
Sonic.
Richter or Diddy Kong?
Richter.
Robin or Snake?
Controversy. It's anything I want, huh? Snake.
Samus or Meta Knight?
Samus.
Mega Man or Terry?
Mega Man.
Ness or King Dedede?
Uh, Ness?
Joker or Sora?
Ooh. Well, I like playing as Joker. I mean, TBH. But for everything it
Didn't catch that.
for everything he represents, Sora.
Fox or Villager?
Fox.
King K. Rool or Pikachu?
Without knowing the weight of my actions, I can't possibly decide whether or not I can make a good decision or not. King K. Rool.
Ivysaur or Inkling?
Inkling.
Kazuya or Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Peach or Zelda?
Ooh. Peach.
Mithra or Marth?
Marth.
Rob or Kirby?
Kirby.
Bowser Jr. or Wario?
Wario.
Cloud Stripe or Piranha Plant?
Just the thought of Cloud.
Duck Hunt or Cloud?
Cloud.
Bowser or Inkling?
Inkling.
Sonic or Samus?
Samus.
Fox or Wario?
Fox.
Richter or Sora?
And the question you posed at the beginning, to clarify, is if you could choose one to be in the next.
Yeah, only one.
Okay. Sora.
Pac-Man or Ness?
Pac-Man.
Donkey Kong or Kirby?
Kirby.
Marth or King K. Rool?
Marth.
Olimar or Ganondorf?
Um. Hmm. Olimar.
Mega Man or Peach?
Peach.
Snake or Ridley?
Snake.
Link or Pac-Man?
Link.
Marth or Kirby?
Kirby.
Snake or Samus?
Old friends. Let's just keep kind of messing with the formula here. Snake.
Inkling or Fox?
Inkling.
Peach or Olimar?
Peach.
Cloud Strife or Sora?
Ooh. Wow. Cloud.
Inkling or Snake?
Inkling.
Peach or Kirby?
Kirby.
Link or Cloud?
Link.
Kirby or Inkling?
Kirby.
Link or Kirby?
Link.
Interesting. Ike or Pac-Man?
Ike.
Cloud or Pyra?
Cloud.
Kirby or Cloud?
Kirby.
Ike or Kirby?
Ike.
Kirby or Pac-Man?
Kirby.
Hero or Kirby?
Kirby.
Hero or Rob?
Rob.
Marth or Crom?
You've asked me harder questions. Marth.
Pac-Man or Cloud?
Cloud.
Donkey Kong or Inkling?
DK.
Peach or Marth?
Marth.
Cloud or Rob?
Cloud.
Donkey Kong or Cloud?
DK.
Marth or Donkey Kong?
Marth.
Crom or Dark Samus?
Dark Samus.
Peach or Donkey Kong?
If there's some sort of like screen you're showing to the audience right now while this is going on,
Yeah, there is.
and they understand it any better than I do. It's like there are multiple sections where I'm like, oh, maybe this is happening, and then we go back to characters who have already said, oh, they've already lost, evolved. We're clearly going up several brackets, but for what? So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Oh, I'm so
Um,
happy right now.
yeah, and there's one that's interesting as well. Okay, so yeah, peach, I guess.
Okay. Mithra or King K. Rool?
K roll.
King K. Rool or Peach?
K roll. Screw it.
Dark Samus or K. Rool?
K roll.
Pikachu or Mithra?
Pikachu.
Peach or Lucas?
Peach.
Dark Samus or Peach?
Peach.
Pikachu or Peach?
Pikachu.
Mithra or Peach?
Peach.
Yoshi or Peach?
Peach.
Olimar or Dark Samus?
Olimar.
Mega Man or Lucas?
Mega Man.
Yoshi or Mithra?
Yoshi.
Mithra or. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave you the two wrong characters in the last one. It was Yoshi or Zelda.
Oh, Zelda.
Mithra or Ice Climbers?
Hmm. Mm. Um. Yeah, it's the nostalgia of Ice Climbers versus like actually relevant to Ice Climbers.
Donkey Kong or Ice Climbers?
Donkey Kong.
Olimar or Zelda?
And we're like 10 more matchups into like the Kubrick stare. Like what is going on? Sorry, what was that? Mega Man or Ice Climbers?
Uh, no. Olimar or Zelda?
Shows where my mind is. Like autopilot. Zelda.
Mega Man or Donkey Kong?
Well, that was weird. Mega Man. I just like my brain is synthesizing with whatever you're doing subconsciously. Uh Donkey Kong.
Zelda or Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
Mega Man or Ice Climbers?
Mega Man.
Inkling or Cloud Strife?
Huh. Inkling.
Pit or Zelda?
Zelda.
Squirtle or Mega Man?
Mega Man.
Inkling or Zelda?
Um Inkling.
Mega Man or Inkling?
Inkling.
Mega Man or Ivysaur?
Mega Man.
Bowser or Cloud Strife?
Bowser.
Fox or Snake?
Snake.
Zelda or Dr. Mario?
Zelda.
Mega Man or Zelda?
Oh. Zelda.
Bowser or Snake?
Snake. This is quite a list we're building.
Zelda or Snake?
Snake.
Fox or Samus?
Samus.
Ridley or Bowser?
Bowser. So meticulous, but so like you.
You
To go through this to the extent that you are. I only wonder
wonder what?
if you have your own ranking already.
Oh, I don't. I don't. I thought
No.
about it, but I don't.
Okay. All right. Let's
Zelda or Falco?
Zelda.
Robin or Bowser?
Bowser.
Zelda or Samus?
Samus.
Samus or Bowser?
Um, Samus.
Fox or Bowser?
Bowser.
Meta Knight or Zelda?
Zelda.
Sonic or Little Mac?
Sonic.
Bowser or Zelda?
Mm, Bowser.
Sonic or Bowser?
Bowser.
Jonno, would you like to know what you have just done?
Yeah, lay it on me.
All right, so are you familiar with the website Dragonfly Cave?
Hold on. So we're done. The process is over.
We're at a stopping point.
We're at a stopping point.
We're at
Are
the
you
point.
revealing your hand?
Yes, I'm revealing my
Okay.
hand.
Okay. I
So
don't know what the dragonfly is. There's Butterfree is here.
yes, so DragonflyCave.com is famous for having a favorite Pokemon picker, where you can
Mm-hmm.
select generations, types, if you want shiny forms to be available, alternate battle forms. You can just it'll give you a group of things, and you just pick your favorites. And it's very
Yeah.
intelligent in its way. So it's like, for example, if you have a matchup of Garchomp versus Spiritomb, and you say, I like Garchomp more, then it will
Yeah.
remember that Garchomp is ranked above Spiritomb. So you will never see Spiritomb again until Garchomp has made it into your favorites list.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we've been doing. You've been building a list of favorites because this Dragonfly Cave also gave a link to their GitHub where you can take the code for their favorite picker and make your own. And that's what I did
Yeah.
here. So we
Yeah.
have stopped at the point of having 12 characters, 12 for the original Smash 64. So you have picked, if the next Smash game only has 12 returning veterans, you have
Yeah.
chosen those 12 characters. And
Oh,
what
what
a
a mess it'll
list
be.
you have done here. Because first of all, so early on, you picked Duck Hunt over Mario, which means we will never see Mario again until Duck Hunt gets added to the list. And we will never see Duck Hunt again until Cloud Strife gets added to the list.
Yeah.
So, the 12 characters that you picked to be the only returning veterans in the next Smash game, in order, are Link, Ike, Kirby, Marth, King K. Rool, Pikachu, Peach, Donkey Kong, Inkling, Solid Snake, Samus, and Bowser.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
It definitely could
Could be
be.
worse.
I think there's already cries of too much Fire Emblem in a roster of 12.
It's the boys. The boys. They're here.
Overall, if I were to make a list, mine would obviously be different. Mario would be here. But I think you have several of okay, yeah, Bowser, Marth,
Mhm.
Link, Inkling, Pikachu, Samus. Those were all the ones I was just like, yeah, they would probably be on my list too. Or if not Marth,
Hmm.
some Fire Emblem character, possibly Robin.
I would say Rob. Yeah.
Yeah, it really depends on how the matchups
Hmm.
go. But King K. Rool wouldn't have made my top 12. Snake wouldn't have made my top 12. Peach might have. I'm really not sure. But
Hmm.
it's a fun little experiment. And you want to know the best part?
Yeah.
We've got a lot more time left in this episode.
Oh boy.
So we're going to keep going. We are now going to go until we get to 26 characters, because that's the amount of characters that Melee had. 26 count,
Hmm.
25, but 26 if you count Zelda and Sheik.
Okay.
But now you know the
Sounds good.
game. So
Yeah.
so really your thought process now might change now that you know what's happening.
Oh yeah. When I had no idea.
What did
Fuck
you
that guy.
what did you think was going on?
I picked up on this thread at the very end. I think it was evident. Like I showed that I knew what was happening. I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't know there was a Destiny 12, but I was like, oh, we're going through tiers to
Yep. Because
like
this
that became evident
Yeah, because this
towards
site
the
is
end.
very smart about that. I love using it because it takes out a lot of the one thing I don't necessarily like about it is like you could be thinking like, okay, I have Fox. Now Falco might be high up on the list, but now you might be thinking it's like, okay, already have Fox. Falco is now less of a priority. So that's one negative to it.
Hmm.
So it's really
Yeah,
best favored like for favorites, not necessarily building a roster. But it is a
right.
different way that you could do a roster game if you so chose.
Totally.
Maybe
Interesting.
maybe we'll do something like this for a future roster episode with like
I was gonna
newcomers and
say,
we trade turns or something.
yeah, thoughts for the future indeed.
Hmm.
Never-ending pool with this Butterfree.
Indeed. So
Well, okay, yeah, that's interesting.
let's keep going then. Let's build a melee size roster now. Me Sword Fighter or Zelda?
Oh boy, which one would I rather have in a sword fighter or Zelda? I cannot. Oh, Zelda.
That's also the thing. Sometimes you'll be like, "What? That character's back?" Okay.
Yep.
Cloud or Robin?
Wow.
Ridley or Sonic?
Sonic.
Fox or Min Min?
Fox.
Sonic or Fox?
Fox.
Cloud or Zelda?
Zelda.
Zelda or Fox?
Fox.
Wario or Greninja?
Wario.
Sonic or Zelda?
Zelda.
Villager or Min Min?
Villager.
Zelda or Wario?
Wario.
Villager or Wario?
Wario.
Greninja or Zelda?
Zelda.
Bowser Jr. or Wii Fit Trainer?
Bowser Jr.
Villager or Zelda?
Zelda.
Bowser Jr. or Zelda?
Zelda.
Villager or Pit?
Pit.
Dr. Mario or Sonic?
Sonic.
Bowser Jr. or Me Sword Fighter?
Bowser Jr.
Greninja or Falco?
Ninja.
Cloud Strife or Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Mega Man or Olimar?
Olimar.
Steve or Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
Olimar or Meta Knight?
Olimar.
Greninja or Pit?
Pit.
Sonic or Bowser Jr.?
Sonic.
Yoshi or Olimar?
Yoshi.
Pit or Sonic?
Sonic.
Sonic or Yoshi?
Yoshi.
Sonic or Olimar?
Olimar.
Cloud or Olimar?
Olimar.
Mega Man or Jigglypuff?
Mega Man.
Ganondorf or Sephiroth?
Ganondorf.
Meta Knight or Cloud?
Cloud.
Sonic or Dark Samus?
Sonic.
Mega Man or Sonic?
Sonic.
Cloud or Ganondorf?
Ganondorf.
Sonic or Ganondorf?
Ganondorf.
Me Gunner or Cloud Strife?
Cloud.
Shulk or Sephiroth?
Shulk.
Sonic or Shulk?
Shulk.
Cloud or Shulk?
Shulk.
Sonic or Cloud?
Sonic.
Lucina or Sephiroth?
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth or Sonic?
Hold on, what was that?
Sephiroth or Sonic?
Sonic.
Dr. Mario or Charizard?
Charizard.
Banjo and Kazooie or Cloud?
Oh. Cloud.
Mega Man or Bowser Jr.?
Mega Man.
Little Mac or Dark Samus?
Little Mac.
Ridley or Pit?
Pit.
Sephiroth or Little Mac?
Little Mac.
Cloud or Charizard?
Cloud.
Pit or Mega Man?
Mega Man.
Cloud or Mega Man?
Mega Man.
Little Mac or Mega Man?
Mega Man.
Pit or Bowser Jr.?
Pit.
Lucario or Jigglypuff?
Lucario.
Lucas or Ivysaur?
Ivysaur.
Cloud or Squirtle?
Cloud.
Ice Climbers or Terry?
Terry.
Little Mac or Cloud?
Cloud.
Terry or Ivysaur?
Terry.
Pit or Lucario?
Pit.
Cloud or Pit?
Pit.
Terry or Pit?
Pit.
Lucario or Luigi?
Lucario.
Greninja or Cloud?
Cloud.
Ridley or Bowser Jr.?
Ridley.
Terry or Villager?
Villager.
Villager or Cloud?
Villager.
Ridley or Lucario?
Ridley.
Ridley or Villager?
Villager.
Terry or Toon Link?
Terry.
Min or Ridley?
Ridley.
Cloud or Terry?
Cloud.
Ridley or Cloud?
Cloud.
Duck Hunt or Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Meta Knight or Pyra?
Meta Knight.
Charizard or Meat Gunner?
Charizard.
Little Mac or Piranha Plant?
Little Mac.
Greninja or Sora?
Sora.
Ridley or Robin?
Ridley.
Squirtle or Banjo and Kazooie?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Ryu or Rob?
Ryu.
Terry or Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
Little Mac or Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Charizard or Ridley?
Ridley.
Ryu or Sora?
Ryu.
Banjo and Kazooie or Ryu?
Ryu.
Ridley or Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
Meta Knight or Ryu?
Ryu.
Pac-Man or Ryu?
Pac-Man.
Ridley or Ryu?
Ryu.
Little Mac or Ness?
Ness.
Duck Hunt or Kazuya?
Duck Hunt.
Young Link or Duck Hunt?
Duck Hunt.
Ryu or Ness?
Ryu.
Duck Hunt or Ryu?
Ryu.
Banjo and Kazooie or Ness?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Ridley. Actually, no. I'm going to stop there. We have a melee roster.
Haha.
So, after our initial 12 for Smash 64, the ones that you added for Smash Melee size roster are Fox, Wario, Zelda, Yoshi, Olimar, Ganondorf, Shulk, Sonic, Mega Man, Pit, Villager, Cloud Strife, Pac-Man, and Ryu.
No complaints there. Pretty sound.
All right. So at this point, we are about an hour and 29 minutes in. If we went up to a brawl size roster, we bring this up to 39 characters. So it'd be 13 more. And that last section took about 10 to 12-ish minutes. Do you want to keep going? Or do you want to call it here?
We're at an hour and a half.
Roughly.
Okay, I would say screw it. Let's go to Brawl, and maybe that'll be where we wrap up.
All
Lightning
right.
somehow. Yeah.
Let me check something real quick. 6, 12, 18, 24, this would be 30, and then another round 3. Okay. All right, continuing.
Oh,
What?
never mind. I was like, oh, we'll maybe continue from Brawl. No, this will be it. I was looking at the amount of characters.
I'm sorry, I cut out some there. Are you saying stop now or keep going to Brawl?
No. Keep going.
Okay.
Let's go to Brawl.
Ridley or Meta Knight?
Ridley.
Sora or Rob?
Sora.
Duck Hunt or Sora?
Sora.
Ridley or Banjo and Kazooie?
Banjo and Kazooie.
Banjo and Kazooie or Sora?
Sora.
Joker or Rob?
Joker.
Mewtwo or Banjo and Kazooie?
Mewtwo.
Richter Belmont or Duck Hunt?
Richter.
Greninja or Joker?
Greninja.
Richter or Mewtwo?
Richter.
Richter or Greninja?
Richter.
Diddy Kong or Duck Hunt?
Diddy Kong.
Sheik or Greninja?
Greninja.
Mewtwo or Diddy Kong?
Mewtwo.
Greninja or Mewtwo?
Mewtwo.
Banjo and Kazooie or Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong.
Greninja or Diddy Kong?
Diddy.
Wolf or Banjo and Kazooie?
Banjo and Kazooie.
Duck Hunt or Greninja?
Greninja.
Banjo and Kazooie or Greninja?
BK. Have it your way.
Ness or Squirtle?
Ness.
Wolf or Ridley?
Ridley.
Greninja or Ridley?
Ridley.
Ness or Ridley?
Ness.
Squirtle or Little Mac?
Little Man.
Ridley or Pichu?
T. Ridley.
King Day or Ridley?
Ridley.
Little Mac or Ridley?
Ridley.
Bowser Jr. or Charizard?
Charizard.
Rosalina or Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
Lucario or Pichu?
Lucario.
Wolf or Robin?
Robin.
Daisy or Little Mac?
Little Mac.
Min Min or King Day?
King DDD.
Greninja or Little Mac?
Greninja.
Charizard or Robin?
Robin.
Lucario or King Day?
Lucario.
Meta Knight or Lucario?
Meta Knight.
Greninja or Robin?
Robin.
Robin or Meta Knight?
Meta Knight.
Lucario or Pyra?
Lucario.
Mr. Game & Watch or Terry?
Mr. Game and Watch.
Robin or Steve?
Robin.
Rosalina or Robin?
Robin.
Lucario or Mr. Game & Watch?
Lucario.
Lucario or Robin?
Lucario.
Mr. Game & Watch or Robin?
Robin.
Jigglypuff or King Dedede?
King DDD.
Luigi or Pichu?
Luigi.
Pyra or Luigi?
Luigi.
King Dedede or Robin?
Triple D.
King Dedede or Luigi?
The King.
1 second. Okay. Corin or Min Min?
Min Min.
Luigi or Jigglypuff?
Luigi.
Robin or Min Min?
Robin.
Luigi or Robin?
Robin.
Mr. Game & Watch or Charizard?
Charizard.
Rosalina or Greninja?
Greninja.
Min Min or Wolf?
Wolf.
Luigi or Steve?
Luigi.
Captain Falcon or Charizard?
Cap. Cap Falk.
Greninja or Wolf?
Greninja.
Luigi or Greninja?
Greninja.
Captain Falcon or Greninja?
Captain Falcon.
Charizard or Greninja?
Charizard.
Dr. Mario or Me Gunner?
Dr. Mario.
Zero Suit Samus or Mr. Game & Watch? Oh, wait,
Mr.
no,
Game
I'm
and
sorry.
Watch.
We've reached the Brawl roster.
Haha.
So, going from 26 to 39 characters, the next set that you have added is Sora, Richter, Mewtwo,
Mm-hmm.
Diddy Kong, Banjo and Kazooie, Ness, Ridley, Meta Knight, Lucario, King Dedede, Robin, Captain Falcon, and Charizard.
Big round of applause to the team.
Those are the 39 Smash veterans that you think should come back over all the others. No Mario, no Luigi,
Who are those guys?
nobody important,
'em.
apparently.
I got him right here in the real world.
The moment you pick Duck Hunt over Mario, it's like, oh, this boy, he don't know what he's just done.
It's an iconic moment in history.
Yeah,
This will be what gets us to go viral.
no,
Yeah.
we'll get canceled, actually.
Yeah. Luigi never got canceled. Not during his spaghetti era.
Oh, God, not that. Christ, no, not that.
Yeah. Anything but that.
But that's the whole bit.
Yeah.
That's the thing. What you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. It was interesting. I am like, oh, here's what we're doing. And it all kind of clicked except for the limit on the which is natural. I mean, And once I got to my worry going now, I might be going the whole lightning round, overthinking because I now for
The mic
certain
is cutting
that.
out at the
But
worst parts.
really,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
a,
Let
a
me
lot
let
of a
me.
lot of that is just gone. Oh, dude, seriously, that hurts. Think of the audio
um,
listeners who are using headsets in their
uh,
cars.
I'm sorry, Eric. Um, yeah, I kind of caught on towards the beginning. What's going on? Towards the end of the first, I just didn't realize that building that tier list specifically 20. So that was cool. I liked that. For like to in a future episode, in theory, go ahead and go further. Um, once upon a time, anyway. Perhaps one day. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that I did not get tired of it after I realized what was going on. Explained it to me. I was a little bit. Oh, now that I know for certain what's going, is my approach to selecting the characters going to be different now? Not really. Not really. You just kind of go for it. I think the lightning round approach where I just was like, okay, pretty much instantly in most cases, here's my choice. The gut feeling was the way to go. It let us get through to the brawl roster size in this episode, which is cool too. Um, yeah, here we are. Overall, I think the roster is sound. Really, just Mario is kind of missing.
Yeah, I was going to ask if there was anybody besides Mario that are just like, wow, how did this character not make it?
Mm, I don't know. What was there any of that for you?
I'm trying to think of like who all there is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just see if I can look up all the ultimate characters. Look at it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was surprised that only two franchises, like in your original 12, only two franchises had two characters. They were Fire Emblem with Ike and Marth, and then Mario, right? Oh, no, actually three. DK and King K. Rool, and then right at the end, Peach and Bowser to represent
Mm-hmm.
Mario. Everything else only had one character. As for other
Right.
ones, I'm just like, wow, I'm kind of surprised they didn't make it. Uh, I mean, I'm a little surprised you didn't do Jigglypuff. Just because I know that's a big symbol for
I
you.
mean, yeah. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
for a bit, as you were making your picks, I thought Greninja was gonna make it on, but he ended up getting Captain Falcon actually ended up murdering Greninja, and then Charizard after that.
Yeah. Overall, though, I mean, no, like extreme high tier choices.
Mhm. And
They
no,
made it.
yeah, no retro characters made it. No Game and
Yeah.
Watch, Ice Climbers, Rob, Duck Hunt. I might have expected one of
Yeah.
them, but
Yeah. It really makes you wonder, like their validity for, but if there was a mass culling of the size of Smash, which of them would make it, if any?
yeah.
I would say at least one, probably Game and Watch.
It's hard to say, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would say Gandorf or Rob probably.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Ganondorf or Rob?
Or Game and Watch and Rob.
Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Classic, yeah, Pig Ganon. That would be great. Perfect.
you never know.
Yeah,
I,
that
w- I
was
was a
fun.
bit surprised that Richter did so well and Simon did not.
Yeah, you set Simon up against some heavy hitters early on, Zelda, etc. And as I kind of began to catch on, I also did not want to have two characters as well. Theoretically, I mean, you could, but the same move set, body type.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, with
So
this kind of thing, you could imagine that move sets could be refreshed. Who knows?
yeah, totally. And with a roster of 12, I would absolutely expect the movesets to be refreshed.
Yeah. Imagine the next
Hmm.
Smash game is just 12 characters that even have newcomers, just like a random selection of 12 ultimate characters. Like, what?
You set it in stone. I mean, I just blindly, willingly partook, and I selected your 12s.
Yep, you
I'm happy.
did. It
I'm
most
excited.
For the most part, your top 12 is fine. It's really just Mario where I'm just like, what the fuck? But that's also part of why I didn't want to tell you ahead of time what this was, because I wanted to see
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what will he do when he doesn't
yeah,
understand the assignment? All
yeah,
he
yeah,
knows
yeah,
is it's Smash or Dash. Pick who you would choose. Which, you know what? I'm gonna ask this fucking question. It's Smash or Dash rules. You knew that much. If you could only have one of these two characters, you picked Duck Hunt over Mario. What were you thinking, honestly?
yeah. I had no idea at that time what I was getting into. So my thought was, what if this is a total 180 at a certain point? You say, oh, all the characters you chose are now getting cut, and you cannot choose them anymore. So
Yeah,
I had thought that for a very brief time. I was like, okay, well,
maybe you
let's
shouldn't
save
try to
Mario.
game my system, bitch.
No, I also didn't care. I wanted to then game your system because I was like, oh, I have no idea what's going on. Let's do the most egregious thing possible and cut Mario.
And you did. You cut
Yep,
Mario. Not. I thought
yep,
as we were getting towards the end, I was like, oh, Luigi might take the Mario slot. Oh, wait, nope, no, Luigi's dead. It's over.
yep, yep, yep.
The Mario reps are Peach and Bowser and Yoshi. Well, Yoshi's a Yoshi
Yep.
rep.
All of the more interesting characters made it
And that's when we get canceled
in. Yeah, by Miyamoto.
by Chris
Good
Pratt.
times. Dude, I talk about Garfield all the time. Try to forgive us.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Here's a random character that I wish could have made it if there's one. Terry. I enjoy playing as Terry.
okay.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. A fatal cutie, if you will.
It'd be an amazing. Oh, let's be real.
It would certainly get people talking.
All
Okay,
right.
well,
Well,
cool, fun.
yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap it up on our Ultimate Smasher Dash Jonno edition. I don't think I'll make one for an episode. I don't. I think the magic is really in having somebody not knowing what's going on. I could do it, but it would be more of my very uniform
Yeah, yeah.
methods and be like, all right, it's gonna be like the usual
Analytical.
crew, pretty much.
Yeah. What if
Hmm.
you said Jono edition?
Yes.
So you're saying in a future season we may put someone else in the hot seat to do the same thing.
Uh, if we're running dry on episode ideas, sure.
Yeah, it could be
It feels like something
uh
that we scrape the bottom of the barrel for, though.
it's a great opportunity to bring on people who otherwise might not be on.
Bring in somebody
Eric's
that
mom,
knows
if you want to come on.
nothing.
Case in point. There you go. That would be greatly entertaining.
Another thing would be like make it a tag team effort. Bring on Flamezone, bring on Jake, and they have to alternate picks.
Oh
So
yeah, that'd be
like
cool.
so like Jake could have like one of his favorite characters up here, and then but his Flamestone starter, he picks the opposite character. And then
Mhm.
Jake's favorite never comes back.
Oh, that would be bound to happen. Those boys are as far apart in their mentality as they are their provinces.
Hmm.
I'm not saying one is smarter than the
I might be.
other. Yeah. It's
Oh,
interesting. By the end of this year, you'll have firsthand knowledge of one of those things and knowledge of the other.
maybe.
Anyway, maybe. Yep. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh,
Hashtags and all.
yes. All right. Well, with that, gonna go ahead and stop things here. Next time on Super Cash Brothers, it's a Smash LP episode. We're making a move set, and we're gonna have a little bit of finny fun. If you
Any
know the game
fun.
that references, it's not a character from that game, but that's a hint.
Oh, yeah. You said
It's
that, and I was like, "What are we doing again?"
we're gonna have a little finny fun.
We sure are.
No, I'm not talking about
Sure are.
Finnish people. Technically.
I thought you were talking about Kingdom Hearts for a second.
Oh wait,
Anyway.
shit. That is what that is. Oh no, I was thinking shit. It's not a Kingdom Hearts character. It's not a Disney character. It's an aquatic character. Is what I was trying to do. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Aquatic ambiance, if you will. So we're gonna have
All right. Well,
Kitty
I'm
Kong as a
moving on.
mermaid.
We're done.
Yep, that was fun.
Goodbye. See you next time, or not if we've been canceled. Bye.